Okay, so today we're looking at this Be Quiet Shadow Rock TF2. It's basically a compact cooler, so it's ideal for those smaller cases where you haven't got much room inside and so forth. And it's also supposed to be pretty quiet. It's got 160 watt TDP. The retail value for this is $54.99 and it comes with a 3-year warranty. And this is classed as a premium product. So let's have a quick look at the packaging. So this is, I suppose you could class it as the front. It is actually one of the smaller sides to it. So you can actually see the cooler there. If you look on the top, it just tells you basically what the product is. On the reverse side, so the back, it tells you about it. So it's silent optimized aluminium brush cover, space saving top flow design, direct connection to the base plate and cooling fins, aluminium heat pipe caps, and 5 6mm high performance heat pipes. It's also got all your other specifications on there. Dimensions is 137 by 165 by 112mm, 680 grams. It's aluminium, fits most of your sockets minus Threadripper. The fan is 135mm and it's 22 deep. It spins at 1400 RPM and it's roughly 20.8 decibels. It runs on a 4-pin PWM and it has a lifespan of 80,000 hours. On the other two sides you've basically got the information about it in all your different languages. So gives you a rough idea, and the bottom is plain. Okay, in the box, this is what you've got. One of the first things I noticed is the amount of manuals in here. There is a total of 6. Yes, 6 manuals. Why they couldn't put all the different languages on one sheet rather than making 6 separate manuals, I don't know. Most other manufacturers do it, and even other models of products I've seen from these guys, they also come with one manual. So why they've put one language on each one rather than having, let's just say, one language and then using a QR code to get the other languages, I don't know. It seems a little bit far-fetched to have that much paperwork to set up the actual thing. If you look at the amount of paperwork there is, it's nearly bigger than the heatsink, which is a bit daft. Also, you've got your Intel backing plate, your AMD backing plate, as well as your screws and a mini spanner to put it on there. There's no thermal paste included because it is pre-applied. I know not a lot of you don't like pre-applied stuff because you don't know exactly what you're getting, and I must admit I prefer having the paste myself, so I can actually see what I've got and see if the bottom is nice and shiny, but it does have pre-applied paste on there. Okay, so as we said, this cooler has a retail price of $54.99, that's UK pounds. Obviously if you look around you'll probably get it cheaper. It comes with a 3-year warranty, direct connection to the base plate to cooling fins for a fast heat transfer, so that basically means it's directly connected between there and there, as well as the heat pipes as well. Small diagonally arranged fins create an airflow that ensures perfect cooling for components near the socket. So obviously you'll have your memory usually under this area here, so it makes it good for cooling your memory and any of the components around the rest of the case. The fan is silence optimized. It's 135mm Be Quiet fan, max 24.4 decibels, with durable rifle bearing technology. It's got 5 high performance 6mm heat pipes, and it's compatible with AMD and Intel processors. So let's take a closer look at it. So yeah, you can see those heat pipes there. So you've got the 6 that will go from the base plate there, and as we said, it is connected directly to the main cooler, the base plate. So your heat's going to get transferred straight up through here, but also through those heat pipes as well, which is pretty good. The fan comes pre-attached. There's no room to add a second fan or anything like that on there because of obviously the style and the design. It's a silver construction, so unlike a lot of the other coolers Be Quiet does, which are generally black, this one unfortunately is silver. So this is a Shadow Rock rather than a lot of them are called dark, which obviously means it's in black. But again, it depends on what you prefer. It's got quite a nice shiny side to it where the heat pipes come in, but the bit you're going to see if you do have it in your case and you do have a side window as such on your case is that view there. So you're going to see the fan. As you can see with the fan, it has got 9 blades on there, and they are got a ridged effect to them to help the airflow. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. As I said, it's pre-applied, the paste is, and it looks the part, but the question is, will it actually cool the device efficiently, being this sort of design rather than your traditional tower design? But again, bear in mind, this is designed for more compact cases, but then again, doesn't say that you can't use it in a standard case either. Okay, so now down to the testing. Coolers were tested in a real-life environment inside a mid-range case with an Intel i5-9600K processor running at stock speeds. While testing took place, no other programs were running, and the machine was disconnected from the network just in case it tried to start downloading updates. Each test was done 3 times just to make sure that the results were accurate, and we averaged the temperature between all 3 tests to get us the average. Okay, first of all, bear in mind this fan is designed to be quiet, as well as for some confined cases, or at least cases which aren't as wide. Bear in mind you can put it in a larger case, so there's nothing stopping you doing that, but it also has the added benefit of cooling other components on the board, like the memory and so forth, because of the way it's designed, which most coolers can't. But if you have a look at these test results, what you'll see flashing up on the screen at the moment, you'll see that the idle temperatures are actually pretty good, but as soon as you put a load on the actual processor, whether it be an average temp, full temp with the fan on full 100% or on auto, it seems to lag behind again. Very similar to the Dart Rock Slim, what we reviewed a little while ago. Don't get me wrong, for what it is, it's very, very quiet and it does its job. But again, you've got to compare it in price-wise to other coolers on the market, and will something what's going to be around £50 to £60 actually perform that much better and quieter than, for example, something nearly half its price like the Arctic Freezer models? Overall, I still like this model. I won't say there's anything wrong with it, but it just doesn't cool as well as some of the other models what we have tested in the past. But again, as I said, it is quiet. You can't actually hear it over the normal case fan noises, unless you put the fan on 100%, and even then it isn't that loud. So if you're after something what's generally different looking than most coolers on the market, it can fit into a slimmer case, and it's also quiet, and the cooling capacity isn't that bad, and you're not going to be overclocking over the top, then this could be the cooler for you.